Hey everyone, it's Farhan here, YummyNutrients.com. It's day 12 of the 28-day Super Juice Me program. I can't believe it's actually 12 days already. It's gone so fast. It's actually a bit unreal. I thought it was actually only 11 days, and then I saw somebody else's video. It's like, oh yeah, it is actually 12 days. Wow. Progress, eh? So today's been a bit of an interesting one. I completely failed to prepare all my juices this morning for the day. Um, and I was meant to do them last night, and unfortunately last night I just got to a point where I was like too tired, and I was like, okay, let's just call it a night, and then do it in the morning. And then in the morning it was just I don't know. I think I was just starting to feel a bit run down from just like yeah, I guess the detox is happening. So in any case, it's still been a good day even without the juices, like even without me making the juices on the program. I ended up like I was having a meeting, and in the office where I went for a meeting, they ended up having cold pressed juices, and they had cold pressed juices with like beetroot and ginger and avocado. I was like, oh great, let's just have one of those. And then after that, I had another meeting. This time we ended up in Eat, and I was really surprised. Like I knew that Pret did like juices, like veggie juices and stuff. But like in Eat, they also had like healthy, like cold pressed vegetable juices. So I was like, okay, great. It's got like spinach, cucumber, ginger, spirulina. Great, I'll have that instead. So I had that. I mean, obviously, it's not the same as having it fresh, right? Like if I'd made it fresh, or if I'd made it at home and then sort of had that instead, like that would have probably been better or more appropriate. But it was just like, okay, well, I was had a meeting. I had to kind of spend the time with a colleague, so that worked. Um, and then when I got home, um, I was feeling a bit run down and I didn't have enough time to make a juice, but I had to rush off to do an errand before they closed. So I grabbed a naked bar. So I had like a berry bar. And I also had one of those naked, the Mango Madness juice. So again, it was juice. There's no like added sugar and stuff, but it is, I'm assuming, pasteurized. And then when I got home, like my delivery of Juice Monster juice bars arrived, and I was sort of thinking about like, should I just make my juice or just have a juice bar? And I decided to just have a juice bar. So technically, that's now two hunger SOSs I had today rather than one. And I know like it's not about like um, you know, what's the word? It's not about taking shortcuts, but at the same time, because I've still got like one or two meetings I need to. I've got one more meeting I need to have this evening before I call it a night, and so I thought I would actually just record this video now before I shoot off for my last appointment today, and then after that consultation, then call it a night. And rather than sort of not having anything, because basically there's not enough time for me to make the juice, clean up the juicer, and then shoot off. Um, and that's the one thing, like, it may just be that I need to take a bit more time practicing and kind of figuring out how best to clean the juicer, because the last time I cleaned it, it took me like 40 minutes? No, yeah. I think it must have taken at least 20 minutes to clean the juicer. And with 20 minutes to clean the juicer and like 5 minutes to make the juice, it's like, okay, as long as I have half an hour, like then I can make the juice and then clean it up. But then if I'm gonna make the juice, I kind of want to just make a whole day's worth of juices. And so I was planning on making all the juices for tomorrow, and then I looked at the time. I was like, okay, I don't really have enough time. So yeah, it's not ideal, but it does mean like because especially with the veggie juice in a bar, like there's so many like foods in there. I figured, you know what, like for today, it is a bit of an exception. And also, like after today, I'm not gonna be in that position again. Like I'm always gonna make sure I've got at least one day's worth of juices in the fridge. So there's always going to be one extra day's worth of juices, and then if I'm going to run out of juices tomorrow, then like the day before, I have to basically make juices for a couple more days. So that way, I'm kind of giving myself a bit of a runway. I mean, Sunday I'm going to juice everything for the work week, and then tomorrow I'll juice my juices for tomorrow. Like tomorrow morning, I'll juice all my juices for tomorrow and for Sunday. So that way, like I'll at least have, um, one day's advance, and then after Sunday, then I'll have all the juices done through till Friday, and then Friday evening I'll make the juices for next weekend, and then that way, like I'll have the day's juices, and ideally I'll have finished all of those on the day that I then make some more juices, so that then there's always an overlap. So and to that end, I went and got my glass bottles today. So I found a supplier local to me that basically they stock the Voss 375 milliliter sparkling water glass bottles. You can get it in still water as well, but I prefer sparkling. I mean, if you're gonna buy water, you might as well buy sparkling, right? Still water you can always get from the tap. I know, yes, yes, yes. Like, I prefer the taste of Evian still water, to be honest, compared to like any of the other ones so far. But yeah, so I've got now 24 bottles, 24 glass bottles that are 375 milliliters each. I'm gonna just empty those out this evening, and then they'll be ready for tomorrow, or rather for Sunday when I do sort of the juice. Well, it's not a juice-a-thon. Like I'll just do the juice for the week. And I know, like, I was doing some research online, and most people are suggesting, like, ideally you should consume your juice within 2 to 3 days. And I know that's the ideal, but I'm also just looking at what's practical. So for me right now, like, it may change once I get into a routine with things, but right now, like, I think if I do it on the weekend, then at least the rest of the week I can just focus on going into the office, working from the office, and doing the day job, and then just coming home, resting, and making sure I'm prepared, right? And also, I learned today that there is a gym in the office, which is included. I'm so excited. I was actually like, that was kind of the next step. Like once I got into a routine with work, that then figuring out where can I get to a gym to like start adding in some more activity and actually start exercising on a regular basis. Because I do have the rebounder at home, and for whatever reason, I still haven't managed to get back onto it. So this weekend, I am going to rebound. Like, I'm going to just make sure that I'm rebounding on Saturday and Sunday. And you can hold me to that. Like, call me out or whatever if you see me not doing that. But I should be reporting that I have done that tomorrow and Sunday. And then on Monday, like, it'll be my first day in the office. I'll be getting all my badges and things, and like, signing up to the intranet and company laptop, stuff like that. But then once I've got like myself registered for the company gym, then I'll make sure from Tuesday I take all my stuff to then go to the gym, either before or after work. I haven't quite figured out yet. I think ideal would be before work, and then that way I can leave home by 6 a.m., be in the office or be in the office building by 7 a.m. It means I've got time to do like a half-hour workout, freshen up, and then like be in the office by like 8. Maybe do like a 45-minute workout, and then in the office by like 8, quarter past 8. I'll still be early. Like I'll be earlier than most of my colleagues, but it just means that then I'll have done a workout, got that out of the way, made sure that I'm doing something every single day, and just being consistent with it. And then, like, I may also look at doing something in the evening after work as well. But I don't want to overdo it. Like, I don't want to overtrain. I don't want to like get carried away with it. Like, for now, I just want to get into the consistency of it. And I was looking at the Body by Science approach, where they basically suggest like you work out once a week. And I may do that. I'm gonna read that book once again and just kind of go over it a bit more. Um, I know that like certainly for the muscle adaptation, that's probably going to be the most optimum way of doing it. But like, I kind of want to just like be a bit more physical and active and just like use some of this extra energy that I have. So I kind of want to just like, even if it's just sitting on a bike and just like practicing cycling and going as fast as I can. And part of that would be just because I've got lymphedema, so then it'll help with just like getting movement in the leg, using the muscle on the leg, so that the lymphatic fluid keeps moving back and up the leg. But like we'll see. If there is a swimming pool as well, that would be very cool because like then like I would absolutely love to go swimming first thing in the morning every single day in the office. Like that would really make my day. But if not, like you know what, just having a gym, like even if I just get into the routine of going to the gym and then just do my workouts in the gym, like that's fine because then it means I'll be in early, I'll avoid the commuter rush, I'll get my workout out of the way for the day, and it'll set me up for the day. And then it means I know that I've done that, and because I'll have already prepped all my juices on the weekend, it means then I have the juices already ready. Like I don't have to worry about that in the evenings. And then it may be like once I get into a good routine with it, I may get to a point where actually when I'm coming home from work, I've got time in the evenings and I'm comfortable with how much time I have to actually just make the juices fresh every day. I am just conscious of the fact that making them fresh every single day, with how long it takes to clean the juicer, and I'm pretty sure I must be doing something wrong because I don't think it should be taking like 40 minutes to clean the juicer, right? I'm probably just like getting a bit OCD and like trying to make sure it's all completely clean and stuff. But like I really want to make it last, right? So, anyways, so yeah, it's day 12. Energy wise, feeling reasonably good. Like I was in town all day and I didn't feel it at all. Like I didn't feel hungry. Like I didn't really feel run down and stuff. Like I only felt a bit hungry this like in the afternoon, and that was only because I think part of me psychologically was like, well, I've only had two juices, and those weren't very large juices, and like the bottles of juice that I had, they were probably like 150 ml, maybe like 200 ml. So like it wasn't much in the way of food, right? They were like this big, right? It's like how much juice can you get in that, right? It's not going to be much. And I only had two of those, so there was that and then water. And so I think, um, you know, my body was like feeling like, okay, I need food, but more just like I need to be fed rather, not I need food. It was like I need to be fed. And obviously because my default is like food, in terms of like what do I feed my body, I think not having the juices and not having them like, prepped and scheduled and lined up and like just drinking them um, as soon as I woke up and having them for the day meant that then I ended up like being hungrier, like in terms of like I'm not getting the nutrition that my body needs. Because when I'm having the juices, then I don't notice it at all, right? I really don't feel it. So for tomorrow morning, I'll definitely make sure I do that first thing and then do that for Sunday as well. So then that's all set. And then on Sunday, I'll make sure I've shopped, got everything I need for the week, and then just basically juiced Monday through till Friday. And then basically, like, that should mean that then all the produce is used up and then there shouldn't be anything left. And then from that, it means that then on Friday, I can do fresh shop for the weekend and then for the following week. Like, I'll do that on Sunday. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to share for now. I hope everybody else is having an awesome day 12, and yeah, really excited and looking forward to kind of adding in that component of exercise and just getting into a regular routine with it. And I think it helps. Like one of the colleagues I'll be working with, she's super healthy. Like she's a rower, right? And she like rows every single day, I think, and like trains every day, and like just she's like doing ridiculous amounts of exercise and like is properly like into her health and fitness as well. So it'll be good kind of getting advice from her and sharing what I'm doing as well. It's interesting. Like most people have never really heard of or probably know much about juicing, so it seems everyone I'm striking up a conversation with is kind of quite interested and curious, which is kind of cool. Paying it forward, right? Juicing it forward. And the last other thing, just with my juice bars, I did also get my book, Super Juice Me. Yay! So finally, I'm gonna have a read of it, like in paper form. Like I don't know, I had the digital copy and just yeah, like I don't know, I wanted it in like as a paper thing, and then I got the wall planner as well, so it makes it so much easier, like being able to just see ahead of time, what ingredients needed which days and which juice. Like it just, I don't know. Like I mean, I have the app and I use it when I'm like making the juice at that time, but like just in terms of like preparation and stuff, if I need to like prepare like a bunch of stuff in advance, I think it'll be easier just kind of looking at everything printed out in front of you ahead of time, which I kind of do when I like with the app. I'll take the shopping list and just be like, okay, for these days, and then from that prep those ingredients, but then I don't know which days are getting which ingredients, so then I'll need to then go into each day and stuff. So that kind of makes it a bit simpler. And I know it's like a bit OCD, but like it just having it all laid out, being able to see it all, I think it'll just make it simpler and then make it easier for me to just focus on doing it and then delivering it, like delivering, drinking the juice, consuming the juices, and making that lifestyle change. But I think really kind of introducing in the gym at this point, like it'll be a good extra dimension. Because I have noticed, like actually the one thing I did notice, and it's been happening a few times now, and I just didn't mention it yet. But like if I like the other day, I basically ended up running up some stairs, like not running, but like striding up, like maybe 2 steps at a time. And then also another time, just generally like if I just push myself to just do a little bit of intense activity or like just a little bit of a sprint, a little bit of run, running for the bus, running for the tube, whatever it is, like just being mindful of the people around me, but just like doing something that's like a little bit more, like even just walking a bit faster. I'm noticing that I can do that like quite comfortably. In the past, that would have been like a real struggle. Like I wouldn't have even like physically been able to do the number of steps I went up, right? Because I was skipping every other step. But I was able to go all the way up to the top, and like yeah, I was a little bit out of breath and stuff, but like I physically got there. And I guess like just part of it is like just that mental determination and focus and kind of clarity that like yes, I can do it. Yes, like I've got some extra fuel in me, like I've got some extra energy in me, like I've got the capacity to, the potential to. Let's just give it a try. And in the past, where if I'd given it a try, like I feel really tired. Here it's like if I give it a try, I kind of feel a bit refreshed. So I'm assuming like my body really wants me to be more physically active right now, like from that experience, and so it'll be good to start doing that at the gym, but also then rebounding from tomorrow morning. So yeah, I'll rebound and then make my juices for the weekend, and then on Sunday make my juices for the week, and from Tuesday start using the gym at the office as well as working out of town, working in central London. So that's all for now. Have an awesome evening, and I look forward to catching up with you all tomorrow. Bye.